Leave it muted. And welcome out here to Cochrane Stadium here in Bowling Green, Ohio, on the campus of Bowling Green State University, as the Bowling Green Falcons are set to host the Cleveland State Vikings. We'll be right back with the starting lineups. You're listening to Bowling Green Men's Soccer right here on YouTube, presented by WBGU-TV. unmute.
The Vikings, Cleveland State University, and your Bowling Green State University.
Welcome out to Cochrane Stadium, Bowling Green, Ohio, Bowling Green State University, as the Bowling Green State University Falcons are about to host the Cleveland State Vikings.
Absolutely, and it's a beautiful night. We just heard the national anthem. I would like to get that young man's name again because he did it without a microphone and just belted it out, and I thought that was pretty moving, pretty beautiful rendition of our national anthem. And it could not be a more beautiful night for some soccer. I think the temperature is perfect. See the long shadows on the pitch, and I know the Falcons are ready for a win tonight after a pretty tough homecoming loss against a very good Ohio State team, in which Ohio State played well. And I know, I'm joined by Chip in the booth here, my first time broadcasting with you, but I know that you were in the booth as well and saw that game, and I thought Bowling Green played very well. What were your takeaways from that game?
Well, I was here for part of it. I had to go home, of course, take care of some schoolwork.
Good student here. But from what you saw,
from what I saw,
think?
Bowling Green's the first 2 minutes were good. And
yeah, we scored it.
Yeah.
We scored Chris Brennan goal in 2 minutes. That's always good.
Coach in his post-game interview said he thought the team was tight after the goal. And it's not what you want to see from a coach. Coaches don't normally, in my opinion, what I've seen in my experience with soccer, coaches don't go out and say, okay, we could have played better.
Yeah, sure.
And that was kind of what he was saying in a nice-ish tone.
Yeah, I think there's certainly room for improvement, but I think we saw a lot of great things, a lot of good play from the younger players as well. Maddie Walters, Kale Nichols, I thought looked really good.
The local product.
Yeah, local product. We've got a couple of those between him and Shope. And so I think things are looking really promising. Michael Montemurri, who's a freshman who started last week and I believe is starting this week, is one to look out for, number 13. So I think I'm looking for a big bounce-back game from the Falcons. I think they want to make a statement and say that, we're winners, we plan on winning, and we just want to win going up to that rough home opener in the MAC against Akron, at Akron. So all the wins we can pile up before then will go a long way for confidence and kind of building the plan for the season.
Yeah, Bowling Green attacking from right to left. Cleveland State going left to right. Normally you see Bowling Green attacking right to left, or left to right.
Yeah,
we could say.
Yeah, or we could say north to south, however you want to say it. And Chris Brennan attacking right away, which is what he likes to do. Gets the ball on his foot. Oh, boy. Promising attack there. Just kind of fizzled out at the end. But, attack is the word. We are attacking the northern goal. And there's already some action. So, good to see it.
Throw in deep in Cleveland State's territory for them. Something to note, though, the wind is going to be a big factor in today's game. Bowling Green going into the wind. To start the game.
And I think it'll probably get worse, which is why we opted to maybe get that out of the way early. So we've seen wind be a big factor in the past few years here at Cochrane with goal kicks, because they will just hang at about the 50 and end up blowing back about 10 yards after that.
Exactly.
So we'll see. I think maybe the idea is capitalize or just take advantage, really score a goal and make that not so important.
Offsides is the call there.
Yep.
On the cross in.
So right away, BG in attack, looking pretty good. Couple, I won't call them chances, but opportunities.
Maybe trying to catch Cleveland State napping here.
Cleveland State in attack, trying to get numbers forward now. BG kind of hunts and packs. You'll see they stay pretty tight defensively.
They're doing a really good job so far of keeping that back line communication staying as a flat four.
And that's hard when you've got freshmen starting back there. You know, Michael Montemurri sprinting down the field. He's tracking a runner there. And absolutely, communication is just crucial in that back four.
Cleveland State's going to switch the field here.
Yep. pretty easy work for Anthony, but nonetheless, Cleveland State puts their first real effort on frame.
42 minutes left in the first half. So 3 minutes in, both teams already having some at least one solid chance.
Yeah. And watch this trend today of playing out of the back when they feel like they can do it. Coach spoke with Coach last week, and he talked about letting players really express themselves from a skill standpoint. It's not something he's always been willing to do. He, in the past, has liked a more direct approach, but he's saying players can express themselves a little more on the ball if they're willing to also win the ball back, you know, when we lose the ball in a bad place. So interesting approach. I think it makes for it's a great product on the pitch for fans, and we'll see if it leads to more goals. So looks like a foul there called on Chris Brennan.
Yeah, Brennan with a push in the back.
Yeah.
To the Cleveland State Viking defender. Something that even though I'm experienced with soccer, I've never really understand what the direct kick, and I know like what the direct and indirect kicks, what determines if it's a direct or indirect kick. It's something I've always been confused about.
Yeah, the nature of the foul, where it happened.
Like I know offsides are mostly indirect.
Yep.
Handballs are direct.
Handballs are direct, and then and BG has some great set pieces for the indirect as well. Tried to go over the top there. Michael Montemure, good getting the ball away. And watch BG press as a group. They're never going to press individually because it's just wasted. You have that outlet on the left. And if you don't press together, it's just, and you end up just getting gas. So when they press, watch them press together. Zach Bisher going to try to win that ball back. Cleveland State not really able to break through. They're having to switch the field a lot, which will result in some errant passes. We'll see if BG can take advantage of those. Charlie Majeski in the air trying to win that one.
Smart possession play there by the Vikings to instead of going the one-on-one.
Yep.
Ball's going to go through the box. It's going to go out of play.
Goal kick.
Cleveland State trying for those home run crosses so far is what I've noticed.
Yeah, and BG I think is forcing them to do that just with the shape and ability to kind of stop balls from coming in on the ground. And Achille Robin is just a phenomenal center back. He's French. I think that helps. There's been some great French center backs in the past, and he's got the height, and he really can place a pass from the back. So I think that opens up a lot of options for Bowling Green. He's made some critical saves basically at the goal line last game as well with his feet. I think one with his chest. So Cleveland will look to spring here. BG has the numbers. Michael Montemure picks the L, and he'll look to counter quickly. Didn't quite have the numbers.
Good job there by the Falcon on the far
Working
side.
hard.
Yeah, force
Yep.
the BG throw in. Looks like a set plays coming for the Falcons.
Yep, and they've got some good ones in the book. Kind of take advantage of all the different strengths of the players on the pitch.
Of course, no offsides on throw-ins, so.
Referee sees a little pushing and shoving. He's going to go in and have a chat.
I could hear him from the booth.
Yeah. Good throw. Achille will put it into the box and kind of needed a little help.
Plenty of students coming out for this Tuesday night matchup.
Yeah, and great to see community members as well. The bleachers are pretty full. Got some kids out here, and we'll have to find out who this youth team is. That's these young
Ball boys.
Yeah, ball boys. I'm trying to see if there's any young women out there. I think it's just the boys today, but we'll give them a shout out when we know who they are.
Bowling Green is doing a good job of getting their first touches on balls in the air.
Pretty accurate passing as well, and soft first touch. Charlie Majeski demonstrating that with a great first touch there. And then over the top, Chris Brennan loves this. He loves to be one-on-one, or he loves to be one-on-two or one-on-three. He doesn't care. He's so strong with the ball. Charlie Majeski. Matt Walters will cross a ball in. Nobody home. Good effort, though, and it'll result in Bowling Green's, I believe, first
the first corner of the game for either side.
And Bowling Green struggled with that last week against Ohio State. The corners were something like 10 or 12 to 1 or 2. So Bowling Green has the players. You'll see Ashiel Robin will come up for these set pieces. He's got the height, and we'll see if BG can find a goal in one of these set pieces.
I'm looking straight in the center of the field. You got Matt Walters just standing there wide open, who could get it at the top of the 18.
Oh, boy. Zach Bisher
yeah.
just sends that wide, and he had a little window there. I think it was so congested he wasn't going to try to lob a ball, but I think he thought he could find a cheeky corner there. Just tuck it away.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Cleveland State moving the ball quickly, already back into action here.
Bowling Green with a 3-1-1 record.
Cleveland State's 1-1-1.
Cleveland State 1-1-1. So.
In the post-game interview in the Ohio State game, Coach
Coach Nichols.
Yeah, Coach Nichols. Thank you.
He just call him Coach.
Yeah, Coach Nichols mentioned that they're going to use the extra days of rest to rest up and stay fresh.
Yeah. And that's an interesting point. I mean, if you're committed to the press, if you're committed to winning the ball back, it's exhausting, right? And I think the substitution component of the college game helps with that a lot. But you still really need to be fit. And I know that was a heavy emphasis this summer as well.
Yeah, many Falcon players playing different summer teams across the region.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're fortunate to have some great regional teams for them to be involved with in Columbus and Cleveland and parts of Michigan.
Even Chicago.
Ashiel will track a runner here, number 19. Can't keep it in. I think that'll go out for a goal kick.
I could have seen there could have been a foul call. I'm going to say Ashiel Robin pushed the Viking in the back a little
to start. He's going to let them play.
They're going to stop the clock.
Yeah, and that was Piwu, number 19. May have come up a little limp there. So they'll dap it up. It was friendly. I don't think there was anything ill-intended there.
Stop clocked at 33:54.
Yeah, and number 19, Gabriel Piwu, is one of the names that I was told to look out for on this Cleveland State painting. He's hobbling. He does not look 100% at all. So we may see a substitution sooner or later. We'll watch that carefully.
No one on Cleveland State's bench got up, started to jog. So
yeah, maybe he's all right.
It's the game. It's the game, and
the game within the game.
You get injured, and you want to get up. Your competitiveness kind of takes over.
Yeah. Charlie Majeski on the ball. See if Ashiel can pick out a pass here. And see, he'll dribble up a little bit with the ball. He's comfortable on the ball.
Those long legs.
He's ball playing center back, which is, when you find those, you got to hang on to them because there's not a lot of them. Chris Sullivan with a great turn and then wants the ball back. Great return. Phenomenal pass from Charlie Majeski. It's just off. And you'd hope to see Chris Sullivan's thumb go up because that was just a great idea, great execution, just off a touch. And that was a beautiful little lob. Yeah, and Cleveland is not going direct. They're just going over the top, and I think that Bowling Green is kind of punishing them. BGU looks much more comfortable in possession, and it looks like Cleveland State thinks that a goal would come maybe from some kind of a counter or just a ball over the top. So,
especially with the wind. Wind has died down, but of course, wind is in their favor.
Yeah,
for this half.
Sure, maybe more tempting to if you're gonna play that style over the top to do it before you're kicking against the wind. That's a great point because those balls really can hang in the air.
Yeah. I still don't understand why Chicago's the windy city, but Bowling Green is even windier than Chicago.
You know, they call it blowing green. Yeah, Chicago, you know, they got the skyscrapers to cut down. Chris Brennan trying to get on the end of that. Can't quite do it, but he's going to press, and he's going to
force the turnover.
Yeah, Jensen Lukaku, it looks like just tried to keep that in, but still holding Cleveland State to a dangerous part of the field for them here.
Again, first touch for the Falcons.
Yep. I think that was Vinny Warner.
Cleveland State's going to play it all the way back to their goalie, try to reset with 31-15 left in the first half. Score is tied at 0.
Michael Montemurri wins that ball, and he's just looked solid. His positioning is good. Doesn't seem like a real flashy player. You don't notice a lot, but he's just in position all the time, and coaches love that.
That's the first time I've seen Bowling Green try to go over the top, and they almost
beautiful. Cale Nichols. Oh, and that could be a penalty.
And they're going to say play on.
Slam play on. And the throw will go Cleveland State's way. So Bowling Green asking for a penalty. I don't think anyone was overly protesting. So it was high impact, bang, bang. I think it was pretty clean. Yeah, we just had a look on the delayed stream here, and it looked pretty clean. And we are having some difficulties with the clock on our web stream, and we apologize for that. We will give you updates regularly. As Gabe Piwu strong on the ball. Michael Montemurri just mentioned them having to battle hard. I think that's gone out. Oh, that's gone out for a goal kick, and the freshman's teammates applaud him because I know he was battling down there against a very strong player. So again, with just under 30 to go, your score is 0-0 as the Falcons host Cleveland State. We're so glad that you're joining us on the web stream. We hope some of you maybe were here for the homecoming game, which didn't go our way, but was just a fantastic crowd after a few lightning delays, and hope maybe you enjoyed some of what Bowling Green has to offer over homecoming weekend, and happy you're watching the stream again. Again, games at Cochrane Stadium are free, family-friendly. Love to have people come out, cheer on the Falcons, meet the players afterwards. It's just a great environment if you love soccer and if you got kids who enjoy soccer.
Oh, wow, stop the clock. Yeah, he didn't even stop the clock, and he just put out the yellow card.
Quick yellow. Do we have a name on that yet? Oh, there's some protesting.
Looks like it's going to be on number. I can't see the back of the number.
9 or 8
I think
here.
it's. Let's see. It'll be number 3. It looks like Thomas Mubarak, the defender for the Vikings. Falcons already
cooked up a little play here. Again, they're just. Those balls come into his shield. He's just such a good target man with his height and his strength. And he's going to try again here. Poke it out. Zach Busher picks up the rebound. This is where BG's going to be
one more
somewhat.
time.
Yeah, this is where BG's going to be a little careful with the counter. Jensen Lukaku with the ball in. BG's going to get another chance.
The only problem, Cleveland State, all members of the Cleveland State Vikings are below.
Yeah, and Matt Walters decides to go it alone there and take a rip. And I don't know if he's quite got that in his locker, but, you know, got to try him every once in a while. Keep the keeper honest. Keep him on his line.
Falcons taking away the passing options there.
Yeah, and Cleveland State is trying to build from the back here, and BG's press is good, forcing them to do a free throw here.
.28 minutes left in the first half.
BG hoping to win a second ball here, and they do. Chris Sullivan. And then over the top, if Chris Brennan can win this, he's so good at winning those rebounds. And BG again will press here, and it's just exhausting when you can do this. And now BG has numbers. Can he cross a decent ball? And he does. Goal.
I believe that was Brennan.
That was Chris Brennan. Phenomenal. And Chip, that came from the press.
The press created a
you
turnover.
Look back, the press created the turnover, and that's where that goal came from. And we had the numbers back because of that. Phenomenal goal.
And that goal scored at the 27:30 left in the first half. So first shot on goal for the Falcons goes in. Good cross there. I couldn't see exactly who got the cross. We just missed it on the replay. But Brennan with the goal.
And Brennan opened the scoring last week as well, so off to a great start.
Brennan's his third goal.
He is a natural goal scorer. It's what he's out there to do. A lot of energy and puts himself in the right place to do it.
Third goal on the season for Chris Brennan.
They call him Dash. If you've seen Incredibles, it makes sense.
And that ball's going to go out of play. And Walters gets his first point of the season.
Yeah, and I thought Matt Walters had a great game against Ohio State, and happy for him to get an assist there. Hard worker. Again, BG and Cleveland State feeling like they have to just go over the top because the midfield is just shut down. Charlie Majeski with a nice first touch and turn and finds Cale Nichols. If he can get on that ball, maybe put another one across to Brennan.
They're going to say it's
Saib
deflected
Kular
off
comes flying in to save that. Good recovery effort by number 20 for Cleveland State there.
They're going to say it's going to be a Cleveland State throw-in as it went off of Cale Nichols.
Little ping pong in there. Let's see what Cleveland State does to answer that first half goal.
Number 7 in Carpe for Cleveland State. Look to make a run. Say more than, I'd say 60% of this game has been played in Cleveland State's half.
It really has. You're right. But, you know, that's the cruelty of soccer as, a ball almost gets away, is that all it takes is that
that one counter.
Is that one counter. Yeah, you know, if this game was based on possession and where you had the ball, then it'd be a different game. But, you know, you counter or a sloppy set piece or something like that. And so I think Coach wants to see that consistency and attention to detail. And BG so far will feel like they've really had the best of it. Staying compact in the midfield. I mean, there's just no way through there. There's no way through.
I think the only way that Cleveland State could find a way is to get it over the top.
Yeah.
Which is where they got to probably catch them napping, which is going to be really hard to happen because of Akil Robin.
Yeah. Oh, Akil's not going to let that happen at all. You know, and that is the thing. When he comes forward on those set pieces, you do worry a little bit about a counter there, but he's just so good on those set pieces that you really can't leave him back as kind of your safety.
He's your height.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
and we really needed that because, you know, Mo last year was giving us just a lot of goals from that center back position.
And it'll be a throw-in for the Falcons as they're going to get it quick back as they caught Cleveland State by surprise as everyone was expecting a set piece.
Yeah, and there's a shield again. Oh. And Buddha will rip it.
Blocked twice,
Yeah.
I think, by the same guy.
Yeah.
Another Falcon throw, and they try to get it quick. Can't get it.
Cale Nichols might send a ball in. Plays the ricochet, and I think that'll go out for a Bowling Green.
They're going to say a goal kick.
Yeah, boy.
Goal kick with no contest, so
Couple
must
of
have
those
gone off of Nichols.
yeah. Bowling Green getting a little unlucky with some of those ricochets.
23:30 left in the first half.
Cochrane Stadium looking beautiful.
Cleveland State's trying to get out of their zone.
The Doyers over there gleaming
Turned
in
over.
the setting sun. Yep. Zach Bisher with the ball.
Good.
Looking for Charlie Majeski. Maybe needed to just take an extra touch there, but BG will press here and try to win this back in a bad spot.
Well, I thought it was he didn't want to go because he would have been offsides, which he would have been.
Yeah, maybe.
And we're having some more technical difficulties with the stream, so we'll stay with the audio for now, as it's going to be turned over back to Bowling Green. Bowling Green with numbers, looking into cross.
Cale Nichols wants it.
Low cross, going to be intercepted at the top of the box by Cleveland State.
Yeah,
right
Chip,
to Akil
you
Robin.
got to bust off your radio play-by-play here. You're going to have to really
On the near side for the Falcons. Falcons really maintaining possession here. Back to Akil Robin in the center, at the center circle. Robin's going to look up, and he's going to get this ball, try to over the top it.
Cale Nichols, boy, that would have been a crazy looping long header. Looks like we're back. All right. Michael Montemurri will go probably back to Anthony here, or switch to field. Oh, plays a great pass to Jensen Lukoski in the middle. And then, almost perfect to Charlie Majeski. And there's just some beautiful interplay here in the midfield. If Cale Nichols can get on this and get numbers forward, it looks really good. Just slowed a little bit.
Nichols with an errant
Yeah.
pass there.
Yeah, but that was beautiful through the midfield. That was a little give and go, perfect placement, and had a real Spanish flair to it.
Falcons kind of trying to get make a trap, and they get it done.
Little back heel pass. Charlie Majeski, beautiful. And, that goes back to what Coach said about letting players express themselves a little more with style if you can do it, and it moves the ball, then great.
Diving header. By Cleveland State.
Yeah.
Good defensive play there. Forced a Falcon corner.
Yeah, Charlie was right there. He wanted that one. Didn't quite have the height to challenge for it.
Majeski's going to go over and take it. Mwembia's all the way up in the center circle. Something to...
Yeah, he hasn't had a lot to do, so he's enjoying the game.
He's at that
He's got a good seat. They're going to go long here. Good ball into the box. Wow. You can't ask for much better than that. Now, BG will need to get back a little bit here, but they have the numbers. And Chris Sullivan there will just try to slow him down. Ball will go out as Chris Brennan comes in to help.
Yeah, Sullivan
BG will
holding the arm of the Viking player there.
Yeah, D1 soccer, they're going to let him play a little bit, a little physicality.
Mwembia's got to be careful here.
Yeah, and he was caught out a little bit last year on that last game on that goal. I mean, yeah, it's rare for him. Phenomenal keeper and does not make a lot of mistakes. So he'd tell you he knows what's going on and called into action there. Maybe sells it with a little drama because he hasn't had much to do.
I got this one.
Yeah. And BG will play out of the back. We'll see if Cleveland State wants to press. They don't. They're going to kind of let us play out.
Cleveland State's going to make a substitution the next time they're able to. Falcon bench starting to warm up a little.
Mm-hmm. Again, your Falcons with a 1-0 lead. There is 19 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half here at Cochrane Stadium. Chris Sullivan, good ball to Matt Walters. See if he wants to play for a corner here.
Oh,
wow, beats his defender. That will go out for corner. So Matt Walters working hard there.
Walters, of course, picking up the assist on the
Yeah,
first
on
goal.
that Chris Brennan goal.
Forces a corner. So I'd say a pretty good game for him so far.
Absolutely. Good work rate. And that's the kind of player coach is looking for. He wants a goal scorers. He wants creative passing in the middle. But you got to have your grinders. You got to have your workers who are going to win the ball back, who are going to be consistent with passing, with their positioning. Matt Walters really fits that bill. Charlie Majeski puts a ball in. We'll see. Boy, I thought Zach Bisher might wind up for the bicycle there. He thought better of it. We saw Neymar over the weekend for PSG.
That would have been
again, Matt Walters. That would have been a pretty clean break for Cleveland State. Matt Walters wins that back. Ashiel Robin really kind of caught out of position a little bit here, but BG with numbers forward, he wants to stay up.
2-on-1.
Yeah, he wants to help. Charlie
keeping
Majeski keeps the ball, beats his defender. Now BG has a lot of numbers. It's going to be another corner. So BG playing aggressive right now. It looks like they want another goal early. Coach Nichols giving some instruction. Doesn't do that often from the sideline.
Short corners, we're back in. Low cross. Here's comes a counter. Could be a counterattack for Cleveland State. And they're going to be a call a foul. In some way, that's a smart foul for the Falcons. Get reset.
He's professional.
I'm surprised there was no card possibly given.
Yeah, I think it happened far enough back on the pitch that it wasn't seen as too cynical of a goal,
he is foul. Down, holding his knee, and that is number, I believe it's number 7 or 17.
7, Lawrence Carpa.
Yeah, the guy that he's the same player that kind of came up limping.
19 was. I think Pueyu was the one who was injured before. Yeah,
but looking back at Cleveland State's schedule throughout the year, they started off the season with a double overtime tie against number 14 in the nation in Louisville at the time.
Yeah.
Then they shut out Robert Morris and they lose to Oakland. So they're
Yeah, you're right. They've only given up 3 goals. 2 of those goals were against a 14th ranked team. So I'm glad you brought that up because 1-1-1 doesn't sound that spectacular, but you look at the schedule and it's pretty impressive.
I don't know how good of a team Oakland is.
Yeah, Oakland has always been. I'm assuming it's Oakland in Michigan. Yeah. They've always put out a good team. Shield with a beautiful little outside of the boot pass. Cale Nichols just drag his foot. Charlie will get on his horse, and Chris is just trying to time that run. And Chris Brennan will look to play the rebound, and if he could just snag that, but it was dealt with professionally by number 20.
Good job there by Montemurray to decide to not press on the ball when he knew he
hang back a little bit
on that 50-50.
Yep.
Falcons letting the goalie hold on to the ball. Yeah, Oakland is 3-1-1.
Okay, yeah.
Their loss was to Duquesne.
Yep.
They beat Robert Morris 5-1. They played Michigan today, so.
Be interested to see the result of that one. Been some great games against Michigan here at Cochrane and up at in Ann Arbor. Love to see them on the schedule again someday.
Who knows? Bowling Green did go 2-1 against Big Ten this year, so.
Yeah, it's hard to get Michigan on the schedule. Love to see them schedule us again. Zach Bisher looking to win the ball there. Cale Nichols comes up to win it, maybe gives away a little position, and let's see Michael Montemurray here tracking. Good ball. Shield comes back to recover, just shields Anthony. No problem. We call that the French connection.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about that.
I got you. Chip. I got these puns all day. I've also used that one a lot before.
quick out already as Falcons trying to make it go to on the attack.
And just watch Charlie Majeski in the midfield because he's underappreciated. I think he really is kind of the glue that holds the midfield together, moves the ball around. I think he and Chris Sullivan do a great job of that. They're not the flashiest players, although today Charlie has really impressed with some skills.
Looks like a handball to me.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a handball. Zach Bisher's trying to win that back and just working hard. Brennan will help him there. as Cleveland State escapes and may look to go over the top, play a long ball.
Yeah, Cleveland State, they all go back on defense. None of them stay up at the center circle. That's really
kind of parking the bus a little bit, and that gets harder and harder to do when you're down, right? You can do that when it's 1-1, when you're trying to protect a tie away or you're up, but it's not the best way because then you're really trying to score all your goals on counters. The Shield's going to just dribble the ball. Talk about a ball-playing center back, yeah. And you just keep going. A Shield Robin bombing down the left side of the pitch. His fellow defenders are thinking.
Oh, nutmegs the defender.
And then puts a great ball in. Oh wow.
Oh, they're going to call a foul, though, in the box on a push-off.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah. And Ashiel is going to jog back to some applause. He's going to get dapped up by Buddha going by, and he's laughing. Yeah. And, Coach won't mind that adventuring as long as he gets back when he needs to, right?
Yeah, but back to the Cleveland State coming back, that does hurt when they're trying to get the ball forward. They are only going over the top.
It almost feels like they've given up on that. Michael Montemir here again, not letting a lot get past him. BG kind of willing to let Cleveland State and just dealt with, again, well.
That'll be tipped off of Cleveland State. Falcons throwing.
Yeah, wow.
Both teams making some substitutions. So, Falcons substitutions. Vinny Warner comes in for Matt Walters. Matt Walters checking out after solid game so far.
And just work rate is very high. That doesn't surprise me. He is he's working hard.
Falcons turn it over on a little miscommunication there. This could be the opportunity Cleveland State needs. Nice cross in.
Wow, and Anthony has to fight for that, and that looked like Cleveland State's clearest kind of chance so far.
And that was off of a Falcon miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Falcons almost turn it over there on a poor touch, but get it back. Also checking in is Ike Swiger, the sophomore for the Falcons. Yeah, Cleveland State's tightened up their defense here. Created a few more turnovers.
And Cleveland State will switch the field. I think that's the only way they're really going to find joy through is to maybe try to work the press, overwork the press, so that BG tires out a little bit. But BG will adapt to that. They'll give up a little bit more of the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, Falcon bench is not very happy with this referee so far. Almost a handball called. Cleveland State's going to try to go over the top on Montemurray.
Yeah, Michael Montemurray, great header back to Kale Nichols. Great first touch. And then fights to win it. And then back to Ashiel Robin. And Anthony Mwembia maybe kicking against the wind there a little bit, but great header over.
I thought that was a great play.
Points out the handball, and the official agrees.
Yeah, Mwembia did a good job of finding the open player.
Yeah.
I don't think he was aiming for the wind. I think it was a good job there, just finding the open player.
Right.
Be a free kick for the Falcons right at midfield. And let's show Robin to take it. Of course, direct, but it doesn't really matter at this distance.
Takes it short to Michael Montemurray, freshman, getting a lot of minutes, a lot of trust from Coach Early. Zach Bisher dribbles through some congestion.
Good job there by
that was Ike Swiger with some fresh legs.
Good job by the Vikings to get out of that 1-on-3.
Yeah. But then stuck in again right away.
Well, that's a hard That's going to be
That's
a dangerous play.
That was Vinnie Warner taking a knock there.
Kind of took a cleat to the chest. It's a dangerous play in my book. See, the thing is, would this be an indirect or direct free kick?
This would be direct.
Okay. Falcons take it quickly, though. Get the ball crossed in a little too far. And it'll pop up in the air. Oh, he stepped out of bounds, though. So, but it doesn't really matter. Does it matter where the ball is? Or?
Yeah, the ball,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep, his feet can be wherever, and that's kind of a difference between NFL or football and soccer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still adapting to that
Sure.
part of soccer.
Yeah, it still looks funny to me sometimes as well.
Cleveland State playing back and forth in their back line. Ball's going to go out of play. 8:14 left in the first half. Falcons up by 1-0. 4 corner kicks for the Falcons so far. Haven't gotten a goal off of either for any of those 4.
Yeah, and the first goal scored by Chris Brennan with a great assist from Matt Walters, number 18.
It happened off of a Cleveland State turnover.
Sun's going down. It's getting a little crisp, but really nice out. Great soccer weather. Glad you're here with us as your Falcons lead 1-0.
Won't be left-footed.
Michael Montgomery, great pass to the middle of the park. Let's see if Chris Sullivan can pick out a pass. Keep that momentum going. Jensen Lukasku pushes forward, maybe just a little too much. Good idea.
Falcons create the turnover again, but turn it right back over. Cleveland State doing a good job of they've kind of adapted to the atmosphere here. Their long balls are low long balls. They're not arcing. They're low.
And that could be important in the second half, too, when they're
against the wind.
Yeah.
Well, the wind's just dead right now.
Yeah.
So that's Bowling Green for you,
it does seem to be pretty calm. Yeah, it's got a mind of its own.
Lined up shot taken. Believe that was
I believe
one of the
that
Falcons.
was Jensen Lukasku. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Lukasku. Yeah, I can tell Bowling Green's starting to get a little tired out there with all their press.
Yep, and they're cruising towards halftime, 6 minutes left, and I think you'll see the press start to hang back a little bit, and that's fine. Zach Bisher on the ball, wins the ball. Charlie Majeski tries to dribble into 3 players, maybe not the most the wisest, but certainly brave move there.
No one pressuring the goalie. He's just going to – Falcon just taking away the passing options for him instead. But he gets it off. Cleveland State's going to look for the long ball. This could be an opportunity here for them, and they may get an opportunity here.
And Michael Montgomery does a great job of just having that body presence there, putting him off balance without fouling, and that was great. And it looks like was able to get a foot on it, which go out for a corner.
Yeah, I'm watching that replay here. Yeah, he did get a foot on that.
Yeah.
Short corner for Cleveland State. Tipped and blocked. Mwembia
punches it away. Much needed punch. That was great. Ball's back in. Looks like it will go out for a goal kick.
Again, less than 5 minutes left in the first half. Falcons and Vikings tied, or not tied. Falcons up 1-0.
We started tied.
Yes.
We start every game tied. That's the beauty of the sport, Chip. Shield will go back to Anthony Mwembia.
Nice shoulder.
Great little touch there. And then another great touch to Chris Sullivan. And that'll be called. I like that from the referee. He wanted to see how the play would develop. He was going to give advantage there if that pass would have come off, and instead he calls it back. I think that was
part of
prudent.
Referees in soccer, you can't really go in. Well, in any sport, really, you can't be going in with no knowledge of the sport. And I think that's one of those you have to have high IQ plays as a referee.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And thankless job too. It's fans and referees and coaches will complain, but the job of the referee is a difficult one. You're trying to be objective and fair, and you're really only noticed when you're doing a poor job, right? When you're doing a great job, people just ignore you.
That's one of the tough things. Yeah, like you said, it is one of the tough things.
We should recognize good calls, whether they're for your team or against your team. Recognize those calls.
Falcons get called for the foul. 3:15 left in the first half. Definitely a lot of students in attendance today, and
picked up a little bit. Wow, the Cochrane Crazies filled out.
It's Tuesday night.
Is that how it works?
Are ending.
Okay.
So people don't want to.
It's been
you
a
can't
long
miss class.
It's been a long time since my
love
class
to miss
days.
Class. I'd love to miss class to go see a soccer game, but it's not. You're paying for
I didn't
school.
even think about that. Yeah, the Cochrane Crazies are full now. I just wish they could have been here more for that first goal, but there may be more in tow. And now Cleveland State able to actually probe with the ball a little bit. This is new territory for them.
Now they're still trying to find the overhead balls. The players on the other side of the near side are calling for it.
Yeah, and I think they don't want to lose the ball here. They'll go back to the keeper and kind of switch the field.
Yeah, it's going to waste 35 seconds.
Yeah, and BG may decide to press again here.
For the last 2:20, use all that energy. You got a break coming. Over the top ball.
Onside. Number 17 with the ball. Michael Montemiri is going to hang with him. Go out for a corner, and Michael Montemiri is just not letting anything get past him. He's willing to give away the corners to stop that cut in, stop a possible cross. So big game already from freshman Michael Montemiri.
Short kick.
Easily handled. Falcons would love to break here. Don't quite have the numbers.
Good defensive tackle there by.
Looked like it was going to be a little reckless, but came off.
Yeah, by Hayden Perante. Shot off. It's going to be
high. Wasn't off by a lot. Had a little dip to it.
They're going to say a corner kick. It was tipped.
I don't know who tipped that.
We'll
see if we can see it here on the.
Here. Yeah, it was
good
tipped.
Ball in.
That
headed away by Cleveland State, and they will not be able to save it. So with a minute left, Falcons will have a throw-in.
Yeah, on that to create the corner kick, it was tipped right as the shot was taken by the Falcons.
Zach Bisher's asking for numbers. Hey, come over here, help us get this ball out of here so we don't get stuck in.
40 seconds left in the first half. Falcons could have an opportunity here.
Yeah, I also going back to what you said about being tired. They might be happy just to get out of the half.
Costly turnover, could it be costly?
Michael Montemiri
20
solid,
seconds.
Not letting anything get past him. Impressive. He is just shut down corner in the NFL. He's about shut down corner today.
And that's going to do it for the first half. As Cleveland State's going to try to get this ball in, but that'll do it.
Yeah, we'll see you again in 15 minutes. Your Falcons are up 1-0 against the Cleveland State Vikings from a goal from Chris Brennan, assisted by number 18, Matt Walters.
back here at Cochrane Stadium. Second half underway. Bowling Green going right to left.
Under these beautiful lights also.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. One of the nicest soccer facilities you'll see in the Midwest or in the country, to be honest.
My freshman
Beautiful.
year it was.
Loving these Falcon soccer backdrops now. These are new as well. Looking good.
Yeah, the Izzy Zumba along the benches.
Yeah. Stick around after the game if you happen to be here listening to the broadcast, which would be weird. The team will sing our fight song with all the kids out there.
When we win.
When we win. BG attacking north to south now. We'll see if the wind plays a factor. It doesn't seem like it will. It was a little breezy at first, but like you said, Chip, it's a dynamic situation in Bowling Green as far as the wind goes.
Cleveland State really spread out throughout the field.
Yeah, and I just had a chat with Joe Sullivan, Chris Sullivan's brother in attendance, former player, fantastic player for the Falcons. Just talking about how well Bowling Green has really dominated the middle of the pitch, controlling the ball, not letting a lot get through. And they'll look to do that in the second half here as well. Getting a little brisk outside, fall in the air.
Oof, almost turned over by the Vikings. Falcons create the turnover.
Speaking of Chris Sullivan, oh, a little nutmeg. He's still got the ball. Got held up there. Shield Robin will pick that ball out. Chris Brennan. Buda picks out a nice pass, and BG with numbers here. Let's see if they can find a runner. Charlie Majeski wanted to take that onto his left, couldn't quite find it.
Cleveland State, I think, coming out a little stronger, a little more knowing what to expect now.
Yeah, and a little more direct, too, willing to try to play through the middle. Maybe realizing the futility of that first half, making some adjustments. We know that good coaches, good teams do that. And this Cleveland State is a good team. Again, tied number 14 Louisville early in the season. Beat Robert Morris 4-0, and then just lost 1-0 to a good Oakland team. So BG facing a good team here and performing well.
And a misplay by the goalie there for the Vikings creates a Falcon throw-in.
You almost said Falcon first down.
I did.
Right?
I did. I called the football game on Saturday.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's hard to switch sports, but you're doing a great job.
That's going to be an advantage.
Yeah. Zach Bisher will go and hunt that down. And Cleveland State, not really with the numbers, but some good position. And now BG able to get back. 5 behind the ball. Matt Walters, let's see what his first touch is like. Great first touch. Bring it down. Falcons back in business.
But turns it over.
Turns it over, though. Chris Brennan right there. Always trying to win that ball.
Good job by Cleveland State talking, saying man
good
on.
Communication. Shield on the overlap here. He wants to go again.
He's gonna
good
get
ball right at his feet. We'll take a tackle there. That'll be a foul. I don't think the official will brandish a yellow card. A clean foul to stop that progression from Shield, who's quickly turning into one of our best wingers as well.
Yeah. I could see a Shield, say you recruit another strong defensive center back, put him anywhere on the field.
Yeah, I think that coach is always going to want that height. And, oh, boy. Just didn't put enough on it.
Majeski need to take another touch on that.
Yeah, and Chris Brennan selflessly giving that up. He wants those goals, but he didn't quite have a direct line on goal. Again, thanks to everybody watching. We have 40 minutes left in this second half. We apologize for the clock issues on the screen here. So glad that you joined us at Cochrane on what's turned into a beautiful Tuesday night. I think it's Tuesday.
Yeah, it is
that
Tuesday.
Sounds right. Let's call it Tuesday. BG playing expressive soccer, passing the ball well. As soon as I say that, they kick it out of bounds. I should have known
Not
that
said
would happen.
that.
Yeah. But overall, just looking good today.
A lot of play in the past. The 5 minutes of this half has been on the far side of the field.
Yeah. Cleveland State enjoying some possession for really the first time in this game. Yeah.
Falcons, though, I think have had the best opportunity. Both teams had a solid opportunity.
Yeah, I think that the opportunities that Cleveland State have, we kind of forced them into those opportunities, and they were manageable. They never really felt out of control. BG with the throw in here. Nice ball from Cale Nichols there. Chris Sullivan will try to escape, find that outlet pass.
He's going to get
Takes
shoved
a knock
in the back.
from behind.
Smart play.
Trying to prevent the quick take. Coach Nichols will have a word with the officials saying, hey, we wanted to take that a little faster.
Yeah, and then shoves and stuff ensued. That's a foul.
Chris Brennan will take a hard tackle there. Goes down grabbing his ankle. We hope nothing but the best for him. Cleveland State player apologizing. Good to see that sportsmanship there.
That was number 20 for Cleveland State. And Kular, the redshirt freshman, hasn't seen a lot of experience yet.
We've said his name a few times on defense. He's had his work cut out for him. But, yeah, Bowling Green's a scary team to play without a lot of minutes under your belt. So
this is looks like it's going to be a direct kick.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised to see something on target here. Let's see a little run up. Oh, went low, hoping that maybe the line would jump. That may have just been mishit because it wasn't low enough. And now Cleveland State will try to break. A little slippage there. Zach Fisher will come back to help. BG able to get numbers back.
2 on the ball for the Falcons. Another slip and fall there by another Falcon.
Yeah, and we may see the long spikes go on here as players get subbed in and out. We saw multiple Falcons slip in that sequence of events there.
Wembia, though, gets the job done.
Yeah, wasn't too troubled. It was pretty much right at him, and I don't think with a lot of pace.
Robin delivers the high ball, tries to go over the top. Can't get it, though, to go. Another over the top.
Yep,
tried to go over the top
work.
there for.
And that's really the downside of that is when that doesn't go off, you're just giving possession away instantly, right? BG will try it. Selves and Chris Brennan just wishes he could get that ball.
I don't know if that hit him in the shoulder or the head there.
I think it was kind of off the chest a little bit. Yeah. Charlie Majeski will kind of feint. Dummy take a touch. Chris Brennan will get on it quick. He's got that acceleration.
That's a nice defensive check, or I don't know what the right term there is.
He checked him. Yeah,
it was a
good defensive
good tackle.
stand.
Good defensive standing tackle.
Standing tackle.
Cleveland State going over the top again.
Yeah, and this game is kind of wide open.
Wembia's going to get to it. Pick it up, though. Cleveland State's doing a good job.
Yeah,
this could be trouble.
Now they want to press.
Good job by the
Anthony
Falcons.
doesn't get caught out often, but BG stuck back in there a little bit, and this is going to make Cleveland State think, hey, why don't we press, and so let's see if BG can escape. BG has the players through the middle they need to get out of the press.
And Mwembi almost
Anthony
caught
Mwembi,
up.
Almost caught out again there, so.
Mwembi is, after what happened last week, he picked up a yellow card in the first goal for Ohio State.
I'm not sure what that goal was for, if it was for dissent. I don't know if we ever got or if there was a collision there.
Cleveland State, no.
35 minutes left here, Cochrane Stadium.
Falcons up 1-0. No short opportunity, so this is going to go in. Brennan trying to block it. Nicely hit in right at the top of the box. Cleveland State's going to bomb it out of the stadium.
Souvenir.
And not even a souvenir, out of the stadium. So, almost hit one of the flag poles, actually. No one short for the Falcons, so Mwembi is going to have to get this up. No win, though, so.
Yeah, ball didn't hang too bad, and Chris Brennan will send that on. That header was great. If Bowling Green can get that second ball or press here. Shield with the diving header. Has to get back.
Yeah. Mwembi is playing at the top of the box, even.
Yeah, and he does play aggressively. That's his style. He will cause your heart to skip a beat every once in a while, but generally very, very reliable in goal. And did make some big stops last week as well. That first goal, you could say he was out of position a little bit. But there were quite a few opportunities from Ohio State. Great ball to Matt Walters.
He stuck his hand out.
Tried to get a shoulder on. He thought, why not if I get a hand on it?
Actually, I'd rather get a throw in instead of a free kick.
And works hard to win the ball back there. Jensen Lukosku. Back out to Tom Roble. Haven't said his name a lot, but great presence on the team.
.52:55 left in the second half. Falcons up 1-0. Cleveland State, though, has definitely come out more want.
Yeah,
they've
come out with more intention and a little more willingness to try to push through this Falcon defense in the middle, and have had several opportunities. So they're going to feel like this is the way forward now. Just like this, trying to push through here. That's Matt Walters coming back to win the ball. Falcons able to get numbers behind the ball there. Cleveland State enjoying some sustained possession. Some good touch passing there.
Opportunity here for Cleveland State.
Ball and Anthony will come and snatch it out of the air.
He's got to wait because every Falcon but I believe that's Chris Sullivan. No, not Chris Sullivan. Chris Brennan.
Yep.
Hanging at the top of the circle. Mwembi is going to try to find Brennan. It's going to be headed first touch by Majeski, actually.
Yep. And now BG could break here if he could find it. Chris Brennan will hold.
He's try to
pirouette in the air. That was a difficult ask.
Well, he was caught off balance. Cleveland State looking to switch the field here, but turned over.
Oh, boy.
Brad
he
first
just pinged
touch.
that a little hard. I think he thought Charlie was going to take off maybe.
Falcons create the change of
And now
possession
Charlie
here.
quick looks outside to turn, and Matty Walters will take this up the right.
Smart play, possession, play it back.
Zach Bisher will square things up.
That's a clear foul. kind of put his arms out, did the Viking player, and
Yeah, and I think he saw that BG was starting to build. I don't think he needed to do that. They had about 8 guys behind the ball. It's kind of a panic foul.
miscommunication
There.
30-20 left in the second half. And a whiff, it looked like. I missed it. I was caught looking at a player, and I missed what happened with the ball.
Throw into Zach Bisher. Quick return to Matt Walters. BG getting a little sloppy with the passing here, having to work a little harder to get out. Not coming quite as effortlessly. Well, always effort, but they made it look effortless in the first half. Now having to work a little hard to keep the ball and move it forward.
Bowling Green definitely
to Majeski.
Definitely does a good job on those first touches.
Yeah. Tom Roble asking the Shield to switch the field.
And
gives the ball away and is going to head back quick to win it.
Good recovery.
Just got a foot on it. Didn't have to foul.
Nice
and here we go, give and go. If it needs a runner, though, you'd like to see the Falcons go here, and they just couldn't quite find it together. Felt like a bit of a wasted advantage.
Referee just standing there in the middle.
Got to use that screen, you know?
Yeah. That's...
Looked like he was raked across the face there a little bit.
Yep.
Referee's going to try to calm things down, and things have gotten a little chippier in the second half.
They're going to stop the clock. I think one of the coaches for... Clock stopped at 28:35.
Coach just having a word with the Cleveland State bench, letting him know he's got things under control. He'll ask for their opinion if he needs it.
The whole Falcon team huddled. So
yeah, and I think maybe they're talking about the sloppiness of play and passing in the last 10 minutes, saying, hey, let's keep it tight. If it means that we slow down a little bit, let's hold on to the ball a little bit longer, a little bit more.
Falcons a little more conservative than they were in the first half on this type of this.
Yeah.
You still have a show robin, but you have more members back.
Exactly. Oh, and boy, Shield was in a great position. I think that's gone out for a corner.
Yes, it is. And a couple Bowling Green substitutions coming shortly. Yeah, but definitely Bowling Green playing on the safer side.
Yeah.
With the lead in the second half, 28 minutes left. Yes, a goal would be nice, but you don't want to give up the counterattack.
No, and from what we've seen, Cleveland State has some speed. They have some speed and strength up front, and you don't want to put yourself in a bad position to give up a counterattack goal.
Looks like it's going to be Walters checking out again. And Majeski will check out. I'm guessing that's to getting a talk from the coach, and then he'll come right back in.
Oh, we'll see. This is a deep bench with a lot of great players, and you want to get them out, especially with fresh legs. Coach really trusts this lineup top to bottom. It's a strong lineup. Great to see freshmen out there getting, meaningful minutes. It shows that coach is willing to play, good players. They don't have to be upperclassmen. There's not some rigid system. If you play well and train well, you're going to get minutes. Chris Sullivan wins the ball.
Oh, you had.
Yeah, he had a pass open.
In the middle.
Across the face of goal and just no one home, but a great effort. Eli Shope is in the game now, another Bowling Green product, along with Cale Nichols.
.26 left in the second half. Falcons up 1-0 in the first half goal from Chris Brennan.
Cleveland State wins that lucky bounce. Bowling Green getting numbers back behind the ball. Cleveland State switching the field.
Headed out of danger by the Falcons. Good job by the Falcons, forcing the Vikings to play it back in their own end.
Dangerous position, and now the Falcons can kind of resume that shape. See Jensen kind of shouting out his defenders, midfield.
And it'll be a throw in for the Falcons.
25 minutes left in the second half here at Cochrane Stadium. Falcons leading 1-0 through a Chris Brennan goal assisted by Matty Walters. I believe that's Cale Nichols with the throw in.
Bowling Green's got an opportunity here.
Oh, wow, clean away. Just needs to find that pass and does. And just wants to take him 1v1. Eli Shope. Cleveland State will look to escape here, and they do it on the ground, which was dangerous. They give the ball right back, and now BG plays. Chris Sullivan tried to play a beautiful dummy through there. That was Chris Sullivan. Tried to dummy the ball through his legs. Didn't quite come off.
Almost intercepted there by the Falcons and Lukasco.
Seen some great skill on the ball here from a few Cleveland State players. And now Chris Brennan will press.
Then he retreats his press. He started going 100% towards the ball, and then he backed up.
But now BG players, they're going to do it together. They kind of know. Playing higher up now, trying to win that ball. And here it comes. Here's that press. Let's see if Cleveland State can get out, and they can. I think Zach Bisher maybe could have been a little.
Bisher's going to get it back.
Further up. Looks like a Cleveland State player might need treatment. No, ref helps him up. He's good to go.
Wanted to make sure that the foul was called, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
The Cleveland State, the ball was already going into the Falcon territory. .22:40 left in the second half. I always do that. I always say left in the first half, and it's the second half. Wembia sliding out with the save. 2 shots on goal for both sides.
Yep.
5 corners for the Falcons and 4 for the visiting Vikings.
Pretty even in terms of stats. Just that goal separates the two teams.
I'd say possession-wise, though, Bowling Green dominated possession in the first half.
They really
Cleveland State's
did.
kind of done it in the second half, though.
Yeah, I think it's been more even, but Bowling Green was just dominant, and especially through the middle of the pitch where you can really dictate the tempo and where the ball's going. Jensen Lukasku working hard to keep that ball. Zach Bisher, and that'll be a foul. That's a cynical foul.
That's a smart foul.
Smart, yeah.
To slow the pace. Robin's going to get this.
Tom Roble, hoof it up the side. Great ball and a great return. Just didn't quite go off. Nice little flare skill there. Number 22, that was Even Babic.
I thought the player just fell there. He looks like he just fell.
He took a little bump there, maybe. Cleveland State with some numbers here. Good ball
He's got to
in,
be careful.
and he comes out for it and just timed it just right. That was like an eagle watching a fish in the lake and just times it. Waited till the last second to grab it. And he is not afraid to come out and get those.
Fisher kind of late reacted on that header. Referee kind of standing in the way there. I haven't seen the referee venture out of the center circle area at all this game.
He needs that clear view. It's going to be offside. Flag goes up.
Falcons really pressuring here, create the turnover, have numbers. And Charlie Majeski will be checking in for the Falcons. Falcons opportunity here on the doorstep. Split save by the goalie. By the goalie there.
Yeah, and that just wasn't.
Kind of missed what happened there.
There wasn't a good angle.
Yeah, it was turned over by the goalie.
I think that was Ike Swiger with a direct blast.
Yeah, Chris Brennan checking out for Majeski. Yeah, it was an errand play there. It was a one-on-one, and Falcons just blasted it on that goal, on that chance. It's going to be Majeski just checking in for Chris Brennan, going in to take the corner. Falcons 2 members now back at the center circle, so playing really safe. And a bunch of players slip and fall.
Yeah.
A lot of
like
slippery.
Possibly a foul, but I think it was just slippery. Back into the box, just a little too much. I think they'll call handball here on the Falcons, and it'll be Cleveland State ball.
They're trying to get it before Robin can get back out.
Yeah.
Get back. Quick throw in there by Cleveland State.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why that defender decided to put the ball out instead of just playing it back to Membia, but maybe felt that pressure down the back of his neck and, when in doubt, make the safe play as a defender.
Good, smart play
There
by the
we
Falcons.
go. And see if he can find Matt. Great ball to lead him. Doesn't have to slow down at all.
Little
what a ball.
And that's going to be.
Oh, my goodness. You won't see a better through ball. Gorgeous pass from Eli Shope, hometown product. Boy, that ball had some curve on it. Did you see to get around?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. What a pass.
It was a Majeski to put it right on the tape, right on the foot of Shope. And then Shope beautifully, yeah. Good job there by the Falcons. Almost turned it over there.
So we haven't seen a lot of Eli Shope, but he came into the game, makes a great impact almost immediately with that long pass, curving pass. Another freshman making an impact.
Nice over-the-top ball done by the goalie, but they're going to say it went out of bounds. Falcon throw in. 16:30 left in the second half. Falcons up 1-0. Still 2 shots on goal apiece for both sides. 7 corners for the Falcons.
It's felt like more than that.
It has. Well, there's shots on goal versus shots.
Right. Yeah, just a few on frame.
And that was close.
That was close. Anthony Mwembia gets up for it.
Didn't touch it, though. It'll be a goal kick. Mwembia got high there. It looked like he kind of may have come down awkwardly on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Less than 16 minutes remaining. Cleveland State still with possession because they had their first touch in the air. They're being forced to play it all the way back. Good job there by the Falcons.
Shope will come up here to defend.
And we're going to get
free kick taken quickly. And the press is back on here, forcing Cleveland State to try to make a bad decision in the back.
Taking away the passing lanes of the Falcons.
BG found that outlet. Really got to do that together, and Cale Nichols was just hanging back.
There's offsides there on Cleveland State. 14:40 left in the second half.
What do you think? Is there a goal left in this game? I don't know. The pace has changed a lot, and I think obviously BG would love to score again, but I think BG would love to have some sustained possession.
Good job there by the Falcons, wasting 5 seconds on the clock, making Mwembia take the kick. Falcons get it back in the center there. Have to play it back to Mwembia. He's going to
not a great touch there from Anthony. BG will need to fight for that second rebound, which they do. Cleveland State now with the ball. Bowling Green defenders back.
Nice standing tackle
able to escape, and Charlie will just try to find that outlet. Charlie will find Tom Roble here, I think. No, he'll move the ball forward. Eli Shope on the ball. And Charlie, I think right now, if he can't find that killer pass, just says, let's own the ball for a little bit. You know, he saw that he didn't have a lot going forward there. Defense was set, and like you commented earlier, Cleveland State has a lot of players behind the ball most of the time. Charlie now will push forward just a bit too.
Poor touch there.
Just a bit too much on his first touch. One back, though. Bowling Green could break here. And BG needs to watch 19 just floating down here, waiting for that run.
Especially with Mwembia.
Likes to play out, yeah, and he's got his hands up.
Especially them trying to switch field. They're going to go for it. They were trying. He saw him.
Tom Roble here. And I might not be surprised to see Tom Roble, number 5, come out here for some fresh legs. He's had a lot to do getting up and down the field.
A little too far
too much,
there.
Hoping to spring Charlie free. Now BG with everyone behind the ball.
12 minutes left in the second half. Oh, and a Falcon is down behind the play.
Yeah, it seems to be an injury. Referee says play on. Looks like Zach Bisher. Cleveland State will put the ball out.
Yeah, he stayed down even though Bowling Green had it. He's probably just took something out of him.
Took a knock, yeah. We've had a relatively injury-free game.
Oh yeah,
Always
look,
good
he
to
collided.
see.
It looked like he collided knee on knee with someone.
Yeah, those are rough.
Yeah, it looked like his left knee. And now the subs will come out for both sides.
Substitution to the game first for Cleveland State, number 14, Nick McCausland, in the game for number 31, Ryan Collins. Now in the game for the Falcons, number 18, Matt Walters, for number 11, Eli Shook, and number 10, Chris Credit, for number 15, Ike Swire.
So Eli Shope getting meaningful minutes as freshman, and Michael Montemurray getting a lot of minutes as a freshman as well. And you saw last year Jensen Lukasku getting minutes as well. So again, Coach Nichols willing to play his young players that train well, show them that he can trust them in big games, which every game on a D1 soccer program is.
I also say free throw a lot when it's a throw in.
Well, they are free to throw it. Relatively free. You're not allowed to tackle them.
Yeah. Over the top ball there.
Yep, Kale Nichols able to hang with the defender or with the forward. Cleveland with an opportunity here.
Blocked.
And now just anywhere will do, but didn't go anywhere. I think there was some moisture involved there.
Cleveland will
in this here, Cleveland with the ball in this exact position is not something we've seen this game very often, where they have.
And Wembia is close. They're going to say.
I think they're going to say that was either a foul or went out the back.
Or a handball or something.
Yeah.
Foul on. It was on Cleveland State though.
Yes. If it was on the Falcons, we'd be watching a penalty kick right now. And we may have to mute our microphones momentarily.
.10:02 left. Clock stopped. Mwembia did take his time. Gets the ball up past midfield. It's going to get first touch there by Cleveland State.
Chris Sullivan, nice touch off his chest. Kale Nichols. BG happy to just have the ball here for a little bit.
Falcons under 10 minutes
Tom
to go.
Roble. Matt Walters. And that'll go out for a Cleveland State throw-in. Or no, it'll go out for a Bowling Green throw. I was going to say it wasn't in the worst place, even if for a Cleveland
Falcons
State
taking
throw-in.
their time.
Yeah, you know, they're got to set up for the throw. Make sure it's going where you want it to go. And Charlie Majeski makes a big challenge there, arguing that that should be Falcon ball.
Still talking with the sideline referee as play goes on. Nice.
Chris Sullivan plays a beautiful dummy. Will want to keep it.
Good communication there by the Falcons.
BG with numbers. Just across. Boy, that almost looked like slow motion. Across the face of goal.
And we're back quickly. Cleveland State takes it quickly.
And Ashila's tracking that run of Gabe Piu. He's not going to let him get over the top. He's got an eye on him. Tom Roble as well. They've almost got two bodies kind of spying.
Be a Falcon throw in.
Go for a Falcon throw in.
8 minutes. Falcons have space now as they take it up. Falcons playing
BG looking just
pass,
comfortable
pass
in the
and
middle.
catch.
Yeah, looking comfortable in the middle of the park. And if they're going to let us do that, almost want to switch the field a few times.
Nice run there.
Over the top. Cale Nichols takes a little bump in the back, doesn't go down, trying to stay up. BG working hard to win possession. They're going to say that was a foul on Cale, I believe, trying to win the ball back.
Clock stopped at 7:07. Clock resumes. Play back underway. Playing it all the way back to the Viking goalie. Be a Falcon throw-in. Less than 7 minutes left. Nifty play there by the Viking midfielder.
And maybe expect to see some final long balls looking for that goal because it's just not working through the middle again. BG's got it pretty clamped down.
And they've got an opportunity.
Cleveland State with an idea here, taken care of by the Falcons, and now just love to get it away. Fans are loving that. They see the hard work there to get the ball under control and then out for a BG throw-in. Appreciate all of our watchers on YouTube following along.
Hit the 100 plus.
WBGU-TV, yeah. 100 plus watching, and appreciate all the folks that make the stream happen.
Play it back underway. Cleveland State with possession. They've
Zach
got
Bisher trying to win that ball back. Cleveland State tenacious on the ball here. There's 4 Falcons over there. And here we go. Chris Brennan could break with Chris Sullivan. A little pulling on the shirt.
trying to
Chris
draw the
Sullivan,
foul.
you're just not going to take the ball off him. Oh, boy.
Less than 5 minutes left.
Charlie Majeski would love that ball back because Chris Brennan was making a run for him.
Falcons really clogging the middle here, not letting Cleveland State get into the middle, except they do now.
Shield got it under control. Zach Bisher, nice touch. Chris Brennan, Zach Bisher. And now they want to slow down. They're almost inviting the press.
Smart play there just to get it out. It was getting a little too clogged
Yeah.
up.
4:15 on the clock. Again, sorry for the clock issues here. We'll give you regular updates as we get closer and closer to what we hope is a Falcon win against a very good Cleveland State team.
Falcons, of course, not ranked right now, as they've been ranked once this season.
I would expect them to, maybe not this week, but be back in those rankings throughout the season. Matt Walters trying to chase this ball down and
Smart
expect
play.
him to stay right on top of him. Oh, that was almost a punt, you know. It wasn't so much that Matt was going to try to go score, but just put the ball down on the other side of the pitch. It's going to kill 30 seconds just for them to get out, or they're going to have to make a long pass and kind of gamble on getting the second ball.
And there's that long pass
Yeah,
just
there
to
it
get
is,
it back
and,
up.
And they.
And it's ended up turned over.
Yep. They'll take a quick throw in. They're feeling some urgency. 3:15 left on the clock here, Cochrane Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. Under the lights. Chris Brennan could have almost grabbed that. I think each team's allowed to use their hands once in college. I don't know. We'll have to check that. I don't
think so.
I don't think so. That'd be an interesting rule.
Excluding the goalies.
Yeah. Just outfield player, one time a game you're allowed to throw a hand up.
Be strategy.
Yeah.
But you can't. Would you be able to score with that?
I don't know.
Could you punch it in?
I don't know. They should probably leave it how it is.
Yeah.
I like it. They put a lot of thought into the game of soccer. 2:30 left.
Throw, and let's see how long they take it. So it's BG throw started at 2:33 left. It's already took 10 seconds for them to throw it. On the high throw, just turned it over instead. 2:15 left. Again, no extra time in college soccer. And both teams saying don't foul each other because they don't want to get the play stopped. Good job by the Falcons.
Chris Brennan picking his pocket.
Cleveland State's got an opportunity here.
Finding some joy up that right, which they have a few times, and then one back by the Falcons. We'll see if we can just get it away.
It's blocked, but Akil Robin. Right to Brennan.
Oh, if Brennan could get on this ball.
They're going to call a foul.
And I think he'll be happy to use a little bit of that clock here. Minute 12, 11, 10.
I'm surprised the referee hasn't said stop the clock right now.
Well, I think clearly
because the Falcons could just
yeah.
stall this for another 20 seconds.
I'll know. I think the refs can hear that minute call. We got 60 seconds left. Falcons looking for a win here. That one goal is all that separates these two teams. I think the Falcons have been the more dominant team in stretches as Ashiel escapes.
Ashiel's going to try to take it. If I'm him, I just bunt that ball up.
Yeah.
But he's going to take it. It stays in.
With a minute left, do you have a player of the match in mind?
I would say Matt Walters. Even though he hasn't played the whole game, he got the assists. His name's been brought up a couple times.
It has been, yeah. I'm going to say I've really liked Michael Montemurri. He hasn't been on the pitch the whole time. I don't think
he's been on the pitch the whole second half.
Yeah, so I might not pick him as my man of the match, but he's looked really good when he's been out there. Although, you know what, Chris Brennan finishing that goal, I think I might have to give it to Chris. And that'll do it, folks. Your Bowling Green Falcons win at home 1-0 against a great Cleveland State Vikings team. And next game here at home this Friday.
It's either Friday or Saturday. I know that.
It's this Friday. I feel confident, but we should check. It's not. It's Saturday.
Hey.
This Saturday at home.
Cincinnati.
7 p.m. against Cincinnati, another good team. Come to Cochrane Stadium, free as always. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Have a great night.